of people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. We're free.
Hello listeners, a very warm good morning to you all and welcome to yet again another edition of our program, SAED at Work. SAED at Work is a program designed to highlight the implementation and successes recorded by the NYSC Skills Acquisition Entrepreneurship Development Program. The program is meant to equip core members with specific technical and vocational skill sets in identifiable skill sets, in technical and vocational identifiable skill sets, and to develop their skills in business and business capacity, and to further explore possibilities of self-reliance. Now, the project is in two components. We have the in-camp and post-camp training. During the in-camp training, core members are sensitized on key issues that border on feasibility studies, development of business plan, marketing strategies, product rebranding, financial management, franchising, amongst others. And also in the course of the program in camp, core members are made to compete in writing business proposals where the winners of these proposals are given startup capitals by banks. And the recent concluded 2024 Batch B Stream 2 orientation course was no different. And as such, the competition held in various orientation camps across the country, and we had winners who were granted with the startup capital. In today's episode of our program, we will be bringing to you interviews conducted with some of the winners where they bear their minds on their experiences about the NYSC SAED program. I am your regular host, Trust Judith. Stay tuned for the rest of the program. Welcome back to the show. This is SAED at Work, and I am your host, Trust Judith. Now, before we went on that short break, that was the SAED anthem. We were talking about some of the skills that core members learned in camp. We said there are two aspects of the training. We have the in-camp and post-camp training. For the post-camp training, we have after the initial orientation, course, the SAED program moves to post-camp training, and this is where core members receive hands-on training in their chosen vocational skills. The goal of this is to ensure that they are well prepared to run sustainable businesses after their service year, and it is a critical phase where theory meets practice and core members start applying what they have learned in camp. Now, going back into the in-camp part of the program, we have different aspects of it. Number one is, one of the core objectives of SAED is to equip core members with skills that can generate income both during and after their service year. So whether it's starting a small business, freelancing, or creating innovative products, the emphasis is turning skills into profitable ventures that can create financial independence. And another important aspect of this SAED training is business plan development. And as we all know, every successful business starts with a solid plan. And during the training process, core members are taught on how to create business plans that outline their business goals, strategies, market analysis, and financial forecasts. And this is crucial for seeking funding, attracting investors, and guiding the business through its initial stages. Beyond just creating business plan, they are also taught about marketing strategies, because it is not just enough for you to have a good product or service. Core members are also trained in marketing strategies. They learn how to identify their target audience, build a brand, and use different marketing channels, both digital and traditional, to promote their businesses. And they learn to understand their customer needs and position their products for effective growth of their business. So right about now, we shall be going into one of the interviews. We'll be diving into one of the most exciting parts of this SAED at Work program, and we're going to be listening to some of our core members who participated in the business proposal competition. And these core members were excelled in this competition, and they were given grants by partnering banks. So right about now, we will be listening to Happiness Nkanu from Ondo State Camp, who will be sharing with us her experience and how she has been able to make something good of herself through the SAED training. Stay tuned and keep listening.
Good day and welcome to an insight session with the winner of the Unity Bank Startup Capital Competition. I am Darcy Favor. Hi.
Hello.
So firstly, congratulations on you being among the opportune winners of the Unity Bank Startup Capital Competition. May we know you, your name, your state of origin, institution of graduation, and what you do?
Thank you very much. My name is Happiness Nkanu, the state code 2678. I'm from Akwa Ibom State, and I studied, I'm a graduate of Akwa Ibom State University. I studied Cell Science, Faculty of Agriculture. So I'm a baker. I bake all kinds of cakes and different pastries.
So what's your experience with the NYSC SAED program?
Okay, the program has really been an educating one. It has really been of help to lots of people. There are a lot of people that came into camp without a skill, but actually the SAED helped them have one skill, and it has been really helpful. Personally, I chose the public speaking class, and that helped me pitch my business out there. So it's really been a helpful one.
Wow. So what will you say is the interesting part of this program?
Okay, the most interesting part I would say is the part that every member that participated in the SAED was given the opportunity to use his or her hands to learn this thing. You know, for instance, the people that chose the sewing classes, they were allowed to sew by themselves, and as well they showcased their dresses out there for people to see. So that was really amazing.
Yeah, we all witnessed that, and it was lovely to see people showcase their stuff up on stage. As the winner of the Unity Bank Startup Capital Competition, what would you say made you stand out among other contestants?
Okay, I would say it's the uniqueness of my business and brand, and how I was able to pitch the business out there. Yeah. So that was it.
So, winning this grant, what motivation did you derive from this feat?
I would always say whatever the mind conceive, can always come to pass. It can be made real, can come to pass, made a reality here. So that's it. Because I had the plans of this, I've conceived this for a very long time, and I'm grateful to God that at this point it came to pass.
So, what's your regard concerning post-camp training?
Learning is a continuous process. So I'm planning on going for an upgrade class, so I can also return to the society more. So if I go for this upgrade, I'll be able to take my business to the next level.
Okay.
So that's what I'm planning.
All right. So, how do you intend to utilize these grants in your business? Definitely it's for your business. So, share with us a little insight of how you intend to utilize this grant.
Actually, my business is a little scale business at the moment.
Yeah.
But then the grant now is like a push-up for me. I would use it to get more larger equipment that I didn't have before, and that will help my business grow. I'll go a long way in helping my business grow.
Okay. Which call do you have for government of all levels, philanthropists and non-governmental agencies to key into the NYSC SAED program?
Okay, I would say more of this avenue should be made available for core members. In order for them to be able to participate, more of these opportunities should be allocated to core members.
Okay. So to your fellow core members, what advice do you have for them concerning taking this SAED program serious?
Alright, I will say every core member should always take SAED very serious because it is really helpful. I know a lot of people that came into camp without any skill, but they didn't live here the same way. A lot of people have been able to utilize this opportunity and have learned a lot. So I will advise for every core member should take SAED very serious.
And so for NYSC that's giving you this opportunity and platform for you to be the winner, what do you have to say to them?
I'll say NYSC, thank you very much. Thank you so much for this great opportunity here, for giving me this ground to stand. I want to say thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you, NYSC. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Alright, we just heard from Happiness Nkanu, a 7-core member in Ondo State who was a beneficiary of the startup grant by Unity Bank. And now she said something very profound. She said learning is continuous. So beyond her having a skill already, she says that she wants to go for an upgrade class. And that is something really, really important, because sometimes we learn a skill and we are very comfortable at the level where we are. But then again, we are only going to receive the customers that are on our level as well. So if you seek to get higher paying clients, you have to upgrade your skill. So if you are a core member out there who is listening to this program, or you're a prospective core member that is waiting to go to camp, take advantage of the SAED program. And the SAED program is very wonderful because when you get to camp, you are taught everything from the beginning, the beginner's level. So they're not assuming that you already know. They assume that you have no clue on what that skill set is, and they teach you from the beginning. And it's very beautiful that we have the post-camp training. So after camp, you are able to go further and learn more about the skill set that you chose. So right about now, we're going to be listening to another interesting interview. This is from Aliyu Abdulaziz Khalifa from Bauchi State. Let's listen to Abdulaziz's interview. We'll be right back.
Congratulations on yet another achievement recorded by being among those opportunity to be winners of Access Bank Startup Competition. May we know you?
Good morning. My name is Aliyu Abdulaziz Khalifa. I am a graduate of computer science from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in Kaduna State. I am from Taraba State. Thank you. My state code is BA24B 2070.
What's your experience with NYSC SAED program?
I had a wonderful experience with the SAED program because I got to experience a lot of practicals, and they were helpful because I had a little bit inexperience with practicals, but I actually managed to cop up some.
So what can you say is the interesting aspect of the program?
Yeah, the interesting aspect of the program is the provision of enough skills and the provision of choice to be able to choose which particular skill you are interested in.
Okay. As a winner of Access Bank Startup Capital, what stands you out among other contests?
Yes, what stands me out is the uniqueness, rarity, and the potential of my idea, because my idea is actually very rare, one of a kind. Even for the country, it's going to be a very big blow.
So what motivation do you derive from this feat?
I derive the motivation that the mind is limitless. Whatever you put your mind to, you will surely achieve it.
So what's your plan regarding post-camp training?
Yeah, regarding post-camp training, I wish to keep up with my SAED trainer. Actually, I'll keep in touch with him because I actually liked the program.
Okay. How do you intend to utilize the startup capital you receive from the bank?
Yes, I already have a minimal build of a plan that I could utilize the money I got from Access Bank to make my business going.
So which call do you have for government at all level, philanthropies and non-governmental agencies to key into this NYSC program?
Yes, I would actually like the government and the NGOs and the philanthropists to put more efforts on the youths of Nigeria, because this program is actually helpful, and having more of them will create more opportunities for the Nigerian youth, and it will be very helpful.
What advice do you have for the core members to take SAED training serious?
I would actually tell core members to use myself as an example. I never thought I was actually going to make it, but I just said, let me try. And with trial, I got lucky. And here I am.
So from the NYSC that comes up with this initiative, what can you say to them?
I would like to say a big thank you to them, because this program was actually very helpful. I enjoyed it. I appreciated it very well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Khalifa.
Thank you very much.
And that was the voice of Mr. Aliyu Abdulaziz Khalifa, the winner of the Access Bank Startup Grant for SAED training from Bauchi State. And he said something very interesting. He said that his business idea, what stood him out and made him win the competition was that his business idea was very rare. But then for you to actually have an idea and put it down into writing, because the point of the competition is to see who is able to put down their ideas into writing, and this is something very critical that was taught in the camp, because one thing that's very important is beyond having an idea, being able to communicate your idea. And one essential aspect of the SAED training is product rebranding. Core members are taught the importance of rebranding, which can be a powerful tool for business growth. And this could involve changing a product's image, packaging, or even refining its target market. And this helps businesses to remain relevant and competitive in their industries. So beyond just having an idea, they are taught how to refine their idea, and they are taught about how to develop a plan for that idea, because anybody can have ideas. Ideas are not they're not unique to anybody. Anybody can have an idea, but the most important thing is to have a solid plan for the implementation of that idea. So that is one important aspect of the SAED training. Going forward now, we're going to be listening to another winner from Bauchi State. We're going to be listening to Emenike Precious Azunwo, also a winner of the Access Bank Startup Capital Fund from the SAED training. Let us listen to her.
Congratulations on yet another achievement recorded by being among those opportune to be winner of Access Bank Startup Capital Business. Please, may we know you?
Good morning. My name is Emenike Progress Azunwo with the state code BA24B2790. I'm from Rivers State, graduated from Rivers State University, and I studied business management.
Okay, Emenike, what was your experience with SAED program?
It's amazing. The experience was really transformative, and I'm glad that I participated and I gained knowledge about entrepreneurial skills and how to develop myself individually.
What can you say is the interesting aspect of this program?
All the learning was really in depth, and it's really mind blowing because for a fresher into the skill I took, it's really an eye opener to what I'm going to experience in during the post continuation post training.
As the winner of Access Bank Startup Capital, what stands you out among other contests?
Okay, I'll say it's my idea, my passion and dedication towards my business plan, and that stood me out other contestants.
So what motivation do you derive from this feat?
Winning this this competition, I am motivated to work hard more and then develop myself too.
What's your plan regarding post-camp training?
I'm going to continue my training after this camp on the skill I took, which is makeup and guillotine. Yes, I'm going to continue with that.
So how do you intend to utilize this startup capital you receive from the bank?
Okay, I'm going to start the business officially, to grow it and also make it a sustainable one, and also become an employer of labor.
So which call do you have for government at all level, philanthropists, other non-governmental agencies to key in to this SAED program?
I would call on the government and the non-governmental agencies to support NYSC on this feat, because it's really achievable, and it's good for them to support core members to become great individuals and also help to boost the Nigeria economy and development.
What advice do you have for core members to take in SAED program training?
Okay, I'll advise them to take it seriously, because it might be it might be their major work, and then it will help them to build a brighter future and then attain a greater height.
For the NYSC that comes up with this initiative, what can you say to them?
To NYSC, I'm saying a big thank you to them for this initiative and for the support they've given to the winners. It's amazing. I'm saying thank you to them all.
Thank you very much for your time, Ms. Eminiki.
Thank you, sir.
So that was the voice of Emenike Progress, one of the winners from Bauchi State of the Access Bank Startup Capital Fund. And now something that's very worthy of notice. One of the most critical aspects of running a business is managing finances effectively. Now, these winners have been given startup capital to run their business. And during the SAED program, core members learn essential financial skills such as budgeting, cash flow management, pricing strategies, and keeping accurate financial records. And proper financial management ensures business sustainability. So it's beyond just receiving these monies to start up their business. They're also taught on how to manage their finances and how to keep the business up and running. Another important aspect that is taught in the camp for those interested in expanding their businesses, because for some of those core members, they go into camp with already existing businesses, and what they just need is ideas on how to expand their business. So the SAED program also introduces the concept of franchising, and core members are taught on how they can replicate their business models through franchising to grow their brand and reach a wider audience. It is a powerful strategy for scaling a business without needing to start from scratch each time. So let's give an example of somebody who, like the first winner, that was Happiness Nkano from Ondo State, who was already a baker. She learned how she can scale her baking business. Maybe she had just one oven, but during the SAED training, she learned how she can grow her business and make it even bigger than she had before going into camp. So right about now, we're going to listen to another winner of the Capital Grant, and we're going to be listening to Emmanuel Odewale from Jigawa State. Let us listen to Emmanuel and we will be right back. While we're waiting to get that audio, another important thing about the SAED training is that beyond just learning skills, you are learning how to run a business effectively, because there's a difference between a brand and a business. So in camp during the SAED training, I talked about the business aspect. You talked about branding. You talked about how to put your business out there, how to market yourself, how to sell yourself. This is something that the first winner of the grant said. She said she did the public speaking because she already had a skill. So she went for public speaking, where she would learn how to talk about her business, how to put her business in the face of her target audience. So let us listen to Emmanuel Odawale from Jigawa State, a winner of the Access Bank Startup Capital Fund.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, may we get to know you?
Yeah, I'm Emmanuel Odawale, state code JG24B 2014. From Kwara State. I finished from Kwara State Polytechnic, studied civil engineering.
What's your experience with NYSC SAED program?
Yeah, it's an amazing time. I love the fact that NYSC has a scheme that is structured to equip graduates, because of course we know the rate of graduate every year, and we know the level of work or the amount of work waiting for the numbers of graduates. There's no work anywhere, that's the truth. And this is a scheme for them to get skilled up and also do what they can do on their own, instead of leaning on, or instead of waiting for government work or a corporate work. So it's an opportunity or an avenue for them to do things by themselves.
What can you say is the interesting aspect of the program for you?
The interesting aspect of the program is networking, actually connecting with different people from different places, and getting to listen to other persons and see how creative they are, combining it to your own and coming together. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of the scheme.
As the winner of Access Bank Startup Capital, what stands you out amongst the other contestants?
Well, I would say God first, then I'll say preparation too. Yeah, we were all trained together. So level of preparation differs. So I don't know how others prepared to, but I can speak for myself. I would say preparation.
What motivation do you derive from the team?
Okay, I would say in everything we do, we should give it our best. And we should not look at our background, we should not look at distractions around. We should be focused and give everything we are doing our best. And of course, we should always put God first in everything we are doing.
So what's your plan regarding post-camp training?
Yes, of course, I would equip myself more. Yeah, I've learned some things. And no man is an island. Nobody knows it all. So I'll still equip myself more, and of course, utilize the knowledge I've learned to explore more.
How do you intend to utilize the startup capital you received from the bank?
Yeah, like it has actually been stated in the plan. I would stick to it, get the gadgets needed and the resources needed, and of course launch out the business.
What call to action do you have for the government at all levels, philanthropists and non-governmental agencies to key into the NYSC SAED program?
Yes, just like replicating what Access Bank has done now, partnering and collaborating with NYSC SAED program look at, there are a lot of innovators, there are a lot of entrepreneurs, graduates today in the camp. They can of course collaborate with them and understand um, and see where they can come in, especially in funding, as funding has been one of the challenges of entrepreneurs and innovators, and look at how they can influence them, and of course create a scheme that will monitor how they utilize the fund effectively.
What advice do you have for the core members in regards to taking side training seriously?
I would advise them to be very, very serious about it, because one thing is, no knowledge is a waste. Okay, I studied civil engineering and I joined the SAED program, plumbing. Of course, that knowledge is not a waste. I teach digital marketing. That knowledge is also not a waste. So we don't know where we'll come to play tomorrow. We don't know where we'll find ourselves tomorrow. But if we can take everything we are learning serious, of course, wherever we find ourselves, we would of course fit in effectively.
For NYSC that came up with the initiative, what can you say to them?
Yes, I want to say a very big thank you to NYSC for everything they are doing, because they have the art, or they have the mind of graduates at art. That's why they are structuring a lot of things so as to benefit them. I want to say a very big thank you to them, and of course they should not stop. They should keep it up. And I believe after now, when a lot of persons see this, a lot of philanthropists, government agencies, they would of course come into the scheme and of course collaborate with them, partner with them, so that they can do things in a very larger way and in a more effective way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Alright, that was the voice of Emmanuel Odowale, the winner of the Access Bank Startup Capital Fund from Jigawa State. You know, Emmanuel said something that reminded me of my own personal experience in camp and the SAED training. The chairman of SAED will always say that don't let your background put your back on the ground. If you are a national corp, I'm sure this statement has reoccurred to you several times. So what this means is that as we go into camp, we meet different kinds of people, we meet different levels of individuals, but you are not going to let your background affect you in camp, because in camp we're all seen as equals. Nobody is bigger than this person, nobody is lower than the other. So it is a time for you to network and share ideas. There's some persons who they go to camp and then from there they are able to start up businesses together. Sharing from my own personal experience in camp, at first I did not know exactly what skill I wanted to learn. I was going through different classes, trying to see which of them will work best for me. I went through the first class, which was male fashion design, and it seemed like it was kind of not too difficult, but it wasn't my thing. So I had to move to another class to try to figure out what works for me. So I think one very beautiful thing about the SAED training is that you have a number of skill sets to choose from, a very wide range of skill sets to choose from. So you're not limited to just one or two things. And one beautiful thing about these skills is that they are not just random skills, they are skills that are required in everyday life. Like we have fashion design, people wear clothes every day. So you can't say that the fashion design industry is oversaturated, because every day we give birth to more people and the population is increasing. So every day we need more fashion designers. We can't have too many fashion designers. Makeup artists, we can't have too many. There are lots of ladies that want their face bit. We can't have too many caterers. We can't have too many plumbers. Like all of these skill sets are relevant in the world today. So it is on you to take advantage of the SAED training and make good of yourself, make good of the training, because there's a lot that is there for you to learn. There's even a manual that is provided for us in camp for you to learn everything involved in the SAED, with the product rebranding, financial management, business plan development. It just takes you step by step into all you need to know about managing a business and running a successful business. This has been an interesting conversation and an interesting session on SAED at Work at NYSC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja. I hope that you have picked one or two things. So if you're a prospective core member or you are a 7 core member and you have gone through the SAED training. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on that skill you learned. As I said earlier, I wasn't sure at first of what skill I wanted to learn, so I went to male fashion design, and it seemed like that wasn't for me. But I still did not give up. I still wanted to find something that I could do. And at the end of the day, I went to beddings, making throw pillows, duvets, and I found the class very interesting. At the end of the day, I was able to make a throw pillow, and before camp, if you tell me that I would make a throw pillow, I would laugh at you. I'd be like, no, that is not something I can do. But at the end of just 3 weeks, this is something that I did, and it was very tangible. I could see it. So beyond just the skill you are learning, there's something that it does to you. It gives you a sort of growth mindset, because you are able to learn, and it opens your mind to the ability that you can learn. At any stage of your life, you can learn. So it's on you to take advantage of that opportunity that the NYSC provides through the SAED training. So our dear listeners, we are going for a quick music break, and we will be right back. This is SAED at Work on NYSC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja. And this is Trust Judith, your host for the program. Let's go on this quick music break, and we will be right back.
As a people, with one song, with one voice, we're a nation undivided and poised. We will take a stand and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom reigns and truth prevails, our land where there's hope for us all. Our land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation.
We are a great nation, and that was Great Nation by Timi Dakolo. And there's one thing he said in the song: there's hope for us all. As we wrap up this edition of SAED at Work, I want to leave you with an important message. To all my fellow corps members, the SAED program is more than just a training. It is an opportunity for you to build something great. The skills, the knowledge, and mentorship you're receiving now can shape your future and help you become self-reliant. So take full advantage of every resource, every class, and every opportunity. Don't just learn these skills, apply them, perfect them, and turn them into income-generating ventures. Remember that your future is in your hands, and the best investment you can make is in yourself. Now, to our government organizations, NGOs, and private sector, I encourage you to partner with the NYSC and support this enterprising young Nigerians. By providing grants, mentorships, and financial assistance, you can help these talented and hardworking corps members scale their businesses and transform their lives. Corporate social responsibility is about making a tangible difference. And what better way to contribute than by investing in the dreams of these young entrepreneurs who are ready to reshape Nigeria's economy? So let's work together to empower our youth, strengthen our communities, and create a brighter future. Thank you for listening, and remember, success is within your reach if you take the steps to claim it. Thank you all for listening, and thank you for joining us on the program. Be sure to join us again, same time, same day next week for more inspiring discussions on SAED at Work. This is Trust Judith signing off from NYSC Radio 88.3 FM Abuja. Have a great day.